The truth is that stress doesn't come from your boss, your kids, your spouse, traffic jams, health challenges, or other circumstances. It comes from your thoughts about your circumstances. I know for me, I really struggled for a long time with setting boundaries, and particularly what I would do is you'd ask me to do something for you, and I would say yes. And then I'd resent the fact that you asked me, even though I said yes. I hated the fact that I said yes. I didn't want to say yes, but I did. Now I'm stuck doing it, and I don't like it, and so I resent you. That's really silly. But so many of us do that. We say yes to something we really don't want to do. And part of it is we don't know how to say no.
Welcome to the Free Lawyer Podcast. I'm your host, Gary Miles. The Free Lawyer Podcast is designed for the lawyer, entrepreneur, or professional who is in some way unfulfilled, stressed, or stuck, and is looking for something better. We will discuss various blocks that limit us from achieving the personal freedom that we all desire, but have not yet fully experienced. And we will give actionable steps to free yourself from them. Are you looking to achieve a new level of success? If so, this podcast is for you.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today for part 2 of our really important topic of how to manage and overcome stress. And last week I shared with you the quote from Andrew Bernstein, which I just love. And there's so much truth to it, which is that the truth is that stress doesn't come from your boss, your kids, your spouse, traffic jams, health challenges, or other circumstances. It comes from your thoughts about your circumstances. And last week I asked if you were feeling stress at work and how it affected you. And I asked you to write down this week what the sources of your stress were. And I reviewed some of them last week with you: billable hour requirements, financial concerns, the pressure to bring in business, pressure from our clients, heavy workload, conflicts with other attorneys, the pressure of failure, worrying about winning and losing, the high stakes of our cases, competition within our firm, and demands of our partners. And we all know how stress affects us emotionally, physically, but also affects our performance. But today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 key tools to managing that stress. That stress can seem so overwhelming. How can we overcome it? And I'm going to give you here the 4 most important, and there are others, but the 4 most important tools to manage your stress. The first is to practice self-care. Oh, we always talk about self-care. There we go again, talking about it. Everyone's heard about self-care. But really, how does it help to manage our stress? In short, in so many ways. It helps our physical health. When we have regular exercise, eat healthy, we get enough sleep, we improve our physical health. And a healthy body is better equipped to handle stress. It helps our mental health. Activities like mindfulness, meditation, and relaxation techniques can improve our mental health and our resilience. They help reduce anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues that contribute to stress. Our emotional well-being is helped by self-care. They give us outlets for stress relief, such as engaging in hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or seeking therapy. For me, it's playing golf or taking my dogs for a walk. Find something you do that you love, and it will help your emotional well-being. We have more resilience. Consistent self-care will build our resilience, allowing you to better cope with stress and bounce back from challenges more effectively. It will improve your focus and your productivity. You get more work done when you practice self-care. Taking breaks and engaging in self-care activities will improve your productivity, your efficiency. And that'll lead to better work outcomes, more work getting done, and reduced stress. And 6, better work-life balance. Self-care will help you prioritize your well-being, and that'll lead to a better balance between your work life and your personal life. And that balance, we all know, is critical to reduce our stress levels. So how do we achieve that self-care? What's the best thing to do? Here are 8 tips I have for you. The first is make it a priority. Make self-care a priority by scheduling time for activities that help you to relax and recharge. Whether it's exercise, like going to the gym or going for a jog, or for me, getting on the Peloton, or hobbies, or spending time with your loved ones. I know nothing lifts my spirits more than to be with my grandkids. 2, practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices in your daily routine. Try meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises to help reduce stress and increase focus. And something as simple as breathing exercises can really help you to be more mindful and more relaxed. I'm an avid golfer. I watch a lot of golf on TV, and you will see a golfer, before he hits a shot, step back, close his eyes, and reflect. And what he's doing is taking a deep breath and visualizing a successful result. 3, stay active. Regular physical activity will really help you reduce stress and improve your well-being. Find activities you enjoy and make time for them regularly, whether it's going for a run, going to the gym, doing yoga, whatever it might be. 4, get enough sleep. You know, this is really underrated. Sleep is when our brain recovers, our body does better. It helps us reduce our stress and gives us more energy for the next day. And I have a routine I follow where I'm always in bed by 10:30. I try to stay in bed till 6:30. I shoot for 8 hours of sleep. And it's good to have a healthy sleep routine where you turn off your electronics at least an hour before you go to bed. You try to do something relaxing before you go to sleep. And I encourage my clients, before they go to bed, to journal the good things that happened that day, the things that happened that day that they have to be grateful for. 5, eat well. It's hard to eat well when we're under so much pressure. We get fast food and we eat a lot of junk. But if you maintain a healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, that will support your physical and mental well-being. 6, stay connected. You know, when we work so hard, it's hard to find time for our friends and our family, isn't it? But staying connected with your law school classmates, your friends from childhood, your immediate family, your extended family, your best friends, for social support will really help you. Having a solid support network will help you manage stress so much more effectively. 7, practice gratitude. Cultivate a sense of gratitude by focusing on the positive aspects of your life and your career. Keep a gratitude journal. So you shift your focus from what stresses you to what you appreciate. And what I do is I have my clients, each of them, for 30 days, write down 3 different things they have to be grateful for each morning. And that sounds easy, but you can't repeat things. So after 20 days, you've written down 60 things you're grateful for. It's hard to find more. And then you live your days searching for something to be grateful for. And what a different mindset that is. And 8, take breaks. When we work so hard, it's almost impossible to take a break during the day, isn't it? But take those breaks to rest and recharge. Even a few minutes of relaxation will help you reduce stress and improve your focus. So try and incorporate these self-care tips into your routine. Each of them isn't that hard, but it's important. Prioritize self-care by actually scheduling time for yourself. Practice mindfulness, like yoga and breathing. Stay active. Get enough sleep. Eat well. Connect with your friends, family, and loved ones. Have a gratitude practice and take breaks. So that's tool 1, to really have a program of self-care. And if you think about it, it's something you can make happen. 2, improve productivity. You may wonder, how can productivity help? You work so hard already, no matter how hard you work, you never catch up. Haven't you felt that way? You work so hard and you came home at the end of the day frustrated because you didn't get much done? Productivity can be the answer. Productivity can help you manage stress in so many ways. The first is you have a sense of accomplishment. Being productive and completing tasks provides a sense of accomplishment. It boosts your mood and it reduces stress. Those days when you work so hard and feel like you didn't get anything done, how do you feel? You feel bad, right? But when you have a day when you get so much done, you'll really have a sense of accomplishment. 2, time management. Productivity techniques will help you manage your time effectively and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed and stressed by looming deadlines and workloads. 3, prioritization. Productivity methods involve prioritizing tasks, and that helps you focus on what's important and reduces the stress of trying to do everything all at once. 4, efficiency. Being productive means getting more done in less time, and that reduces the amount of time you spent working and consequently reduces your stress levels. 5, work-life balance. By improving your productivity, you can free up more time for your personal activities and recreation, and that'll lead to a better work-life balance and lower stress. And 6, confidence. Being productive will increase confidence in your abilities and lead to a more positive outlook and reduce stress about your work performance. So between getting more done in less time, having a sense of accomplishment, having more confidence, having a productivity system can really help. But what can you do to be more productive? Here are some simple steps. The first is to set clear goals. Define specific, achievable goals for your work each day to stay focused and motivated. 2, prioritize tasks. Identify the most important tasks and tackle them first to make the most of your time. I struggled with that. I would sometimes get ready. I would do the least important tasks first to try to clear the desk to do the more important one. And what was I doing really? Poor priorities, wasting time. I was putting off the thing that challenged me the most or scared me the most. So make a priority list and stick to it. Manage your time effectively. Use calendars, to-do lists, and time blocking techniques to organize your day and allocate time to tasks. I encourage you to plan your tomorrow, how many minutes you're going to work on a specific file, say 45 minutes, and work on it for those 45 minutes. And if you're not done, take a break from it. It may be too much to get all done in one sitting. But when you manage your time effectively, you'll find you can really get more done. And when you work on that file, don't allow for interruptions. 4, plan your day. Every day, plan your activities for the next day. Calendar specific times of day for accomplishing particular tasks. 5, stop multitasking. Focus on only one task at a time. It's hard, we have so much to do, we flit from one to the other, but you're much better if you work on one task at a time. 6, eliminate interruptions. Manage your staff so you're not interrupted while working on something important. Don't take calls or respond to emails by working on that project. And group all those things together and respond to all of them at the same time. So in other words, if you're working on a project you want to get done, don't look at your email and don't take any calls. Oh, but I have to answer the phone. I know I felt this obsession to answer the phone. But the reality is if you called the person back in half an hour, it was just fine. They don't know what you're doing. So don't interrupt what you're doing to take calls or to respond to emails. But when you finish working on that project for 45 minutes, then return any calls that came in, then answer the emails that came in, and then block out your time for your next project. And also, along these lines, let your staff know when the door's closed, you don't want to be interrupted unless it's truly critical. So when you eliminate interruptions, you'll get much more done in much less time. 7, minimize distractions. Eliminate or reduce distractions in your workspace to maintain focus. For many of us, it's our phone. We look at our phone or we look at the internet. Put the phone away, turn it off and put it in a drawer, put it in your briefcase. Don't have it there that it can distract you. 8, delegate tasks. There's something you're doing that can be done by someone at a lower pay rate than you. Ask them to do it for you. Ask your associate to do it for you. Ask your paralegal to do it for you or your legal assistant. That'll free you up to handle the more critical work. 9, take breaks. Taking regular breaks during the day will help to keep you fresh, get more done, maintain your focus, and prevent burnout. And you say, I don't have enough time in the day as it is. How can I find time to take breaks? Trust me. Taking a 10 or 15-minute break in the morning, a lunch break midday, and a 10 or 15-minute break in the afternoon will help you in so many ways. When you do it, do something that frees your mind. Go outside and take a walk and get some fresh air. Or speak to a good friend. And 10, stay organized. Keep your workspace and digital files organized to reduce time you spend searching for information. Keep your email box clean. Keep your desk free of unnecessary files and papers. So those are 10 steps to help you to be more productive. Self-care and productivity. The third tool is to set boundaries. And I know setting boundaries is truly critical for maintaining a healthy work-life balance and managing your stress. Communicating your availability, your workload, and your limits is essential to prevent burnout and to ensure you can deliver your best work. Those boundaries will help you prioritize tasks, manage expectations, and protect your well-being. Without boundaries, you'll be overwhelmed, truly overwhelmed, overworked, and unable to perform at your best. Setting those boundaries shows self-respect and can lead to more respect from others, fostering healthier and more productive relationships in the long run. When you have boundaries, people will grow to respect them. They truly will. But you say it's so hard to say no, isn't it? And how can we learn to say no professionally? Saying no gracefully and asserting it is a skill, and it's not easy, but it can be developed with practice. So you really need to learn to say no and set those boundaries, and people will respect them, but I know you're hesitant. How can I do that? So here are some tips. The first is to be clear and concise. State your refusal directly and without ambiguity. For example, I'm sorry, but I'm unable to take on any more work at the moment. Clear and concise. 2, offer alternatives. Think of another way to get it done. If appropriate, suggest an alternative solution. Or offer to help in a different capacity. For example, I can't take on this project, but I can recommend someone who would be perfect for the job. 3, use I statements. Use statements that focus on your current feelings and needs rather than blaming others. So for example, say, I need to prioritize my current workload. Don't say, you're giving me too much work. 4, express appreciation. Acknowledge the request and express gratitude for being considered. For example, thank you for thinking of me, but I must decline. 5, set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries and stick to them. Refrain from saying yes to every request if it will compromise your well-being or your workload. Setting these effective boundaries can help you be more focused. You'll manage your time better. There'll be fewer misunderstandings and conflicts. You'll be able to achieve a work-life balance. I know for me, I really struggled for a long time with setting boundaries, and particularly what I would do is you'd ask me to do something for you, and I would say yes. And then I'd resent the fact that you asked me, even though I said yes. I hated the fact that I said yes. I didn't want to say yes, but I did. Now I'm stuck doing it, and I don't like it, and so I resent you. That's really silly. But so many of us do that. We say yes to something we really don't want to do. And part of it is we don't know how to say no. So that's why I gave you those pointers. Setting those boundaries is so crucial for protecting your mental and physical health, maintaining that work-life balance, and managing your stress. And tool 4, mentoring. I think truly the best way to manage your stress is to choose an experienced, empathetic mentor who has been through what you are struggling with and can show you how to thrive and overcome those hurdles. The mentor can help you manage stress in so many ways. The first is listening. So many lawyers feel they're alone. They have no one to talk to. There's no safe place for them to share their struggles. We all need a safe place to share what is happening. Your mentor can privately listen to all your fears, your struggles, your concerns, and your issues. The mere fact of being able to voice your struggles with your mentor will relieve the stress itself. 2, providing perspective. Your mentor, especially one with more experience, can offer a broader and different perspective on the challenges and stresses you're facing. He will help you see the bigger picture and navigate difficult situations with more clarity. 3, support. Your mentor can give you emotional support and validation, helping you feel understood and less isolated in your experiences. I found so many of my coaching clients struggle with the feeling of self-doubt, and I see in them their abilities and their talents, and I affirm them. I tell them what they're good at. I tell them what good lawyers they are, and I give them specifics. And that sort of support and validation can be so important. 4, sharing strategies. Your mentor can share coping strategies and techniques that he's used to manage stress in his practice, offering you real practical advice that you can apply to your situation. He can offer you strategies and solutions. 5, encouraging boundaries. We talked about how hard it is to set boundaries, but your mentor can help you set boundaries and communicate them the right way in both your work and personal life. And that'll promote a healthier balance and reduce the risk of burnout. 6, providing feedback. Your mentor can give you constructive feedback on your work and your stress management approach and help you identify improvement areas and more effective strategies. And 7, creating vision. Your mentor can help you see a vision of your future of success and freedom. Almost always I see a future in my clients that is so much better than they see for themselves, because how you see your future is based on your past. It includes your failures, your lack of success. And it's hard sometimes to see yourself doing something you haven't yet done. But your mentor can actually see in you a vision of your future that is beautiful and stronger than what you see for yourself. And he can help you believe in that vision and create it. So those are ways a mentor can really help you. He can listen to you confidentially and privately, and you can really have a place to vent and share. He can give an outside perspective on your circumstances and offer advice for solutions. He can give you support and validation. He can talk about strategies and mechanisms to handle the stresses that you're under. He can help you to encourage boundaries and give you tools to set them effectively, give you feedback on your work and your approach, and help to create your vision. A mentor can be really crucial in helping you manage your stress by providing support, perspective, and practical guidance tailored to your needs and circumstances. And I know I've loved the lawyers that I coach and mentor very, very much. They're simply amazing lawyers, and they're getting better every day. If you'd like to chat with me about how I can support you as a mentor, I'll put a link in the show notes and you can schedule a call with me. Stress is truly inevitable in a legal career, but it doesn't have to dictate your life and your happiness. By recognizing your stressors, implementing effective coping strategies, and prioritizing self-care, you can navigate the demands of your profession more easily and find peace in a very, very demanding field. Remember, your well-being is paramount, and taking proactive steps to manage stress will benefit your mental and physical health and enhance your overall professional performance and satisfaction. So embrace these strategies and reclaim the peace and balance in your law practice. You deserve it. You deserve that peace and that balance and that freedom. And I know some of those seem old and trite: practicing self-care, be more productive, set boundaries, use a mentor. But if you follow the tools I outlined for each of them, they really, really can make a difference. And I believe you have everything inside you to be incredibly successful, but also to practice law in a way that doesn't cause you as much stress. So I hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you for listening today. If you like what I heard, please leave me a rating and review. I appreciate each and every one of you very, very much. And feel free to reach out if I can be of any support to you whatsoever. And as always, please be well, be safe, and be free.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the Free Lawyer Podcast. Wherever you are listening, if you enjoyed what I shared, please leave me a rating and review. I would appreciate hearing more about what you like best and what topics you might like me to cover in future episodes. If you are interested in experiencing a more fulfilling and a more successful life, please contact me at www.GaryMiles.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me so I can learn more about you, your challenges, and your dreams. I appreciate each and every one of you and have a great rest of your day. Thanks to all of you for your support.